So give us your name and where you're from.
Cindy Boemann from Grand Forks, North Dakota.
So Cindy, you came out today because we were talking about family caregivers, and you talked a little bit about sometimes you struggle to find a break. And so, can you tell that story again?
Um, I've been taking care of my mom for 4 years. She is not comfortable with having strangers in the house. Um, she thinks she needs to lock up everything. So I really have not used any of the respite care. And probably my biggest quandary in all of this has been that the programs have not been readily available. I mean, everything that I have learned in the last 3 years, I've had to dig for. When my mom was diagnosed, she was able to take care of herself for about a year afterwards, but I knew nothing about the qualified service provider for a home care person, and it was just kind of a stroke of luck that somebody else talked about it, and I did call the county and discuss it with them, and they sent out somebody to evaluate and set it up. But I I would probably not have known about it to this day.
So you told me the story related to that about the fact that you quit your job to take care of your mom, and you actually moved to do that. Can you just tell that story a little bit too?
Um, I moved away from Grand Forks when I was 18, and I lived in Illinois for 37 years. That kind of tells you how old I am. But I came back to visit periodically, a couple times a year, and in October 4 years ago, well, 4 years ago about now, I came home and I knew that she had been diagnosed with Parkinson's, but there were just some things that were off. I mean, the mask, the gait, her penmanship. So I went home back to Illinois, and I thought about it on my way home, and I did not have a significant other at the time. I didn't have any kids, and I didn't have a house to sell. So I sold everything I owned, and what I fit in my car is what I brought back. And I came back in February. It'll be 4 years ago in February. I moved in with my mother into her home, which was a two-story home, which was not going to work for long. We did luckily find something all on one floor, so from February and then in November I moved again with her. She requires pretty much 24/7 care. I can leave for a couple hours at a time. She needs help getting to the bathroom. I do all the cooking, I do the cleaning, I do the yard work, I do the medicine dispensing, I go to the pharmacy. Um, I never would have thought that 5 years ago that I would be doing this. It's overwhelming. It's frustrating at times. My mother handles it with a lot of grace and dignity. I don't know that I do all the time. It's kind of it's overwhelming.
So if you didn't do it, where would your mom be right now?
Probably in a nursing home.
And how would you pay for it?
They probably would have sold her home because she is on a limited income. They would have sold her home and used that income to pay for her nursing home care.
And um, so how do you work now?
I work 2.5 hours a day.
Two and
I
a
do
half.
a lunchroom monitor thing for elementary school.
And would you work more if you could?
Oh, yeah.
But you can't
No.
because
No.
you're taking care of your
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Last question for me is, or from me, unless Lyle's got any more, is we asked the question in the presentation we just did about what do you think the legislature should know as they think about additional supports for family care. You told a great story, and I think it's common that just so you know, you're not alone. I think you do.
Oh, I mean,
But what do you think it is that they should know? I mean, if you had one key takeaway or two key takeaways.
I don't know that they understand what a huge need there is for this, and I think it's something that is growing every year. I don't think the majority of people prepared to have insurance, nursing home insurance care, and I think having a family member be able to stay in their own home is it's a great comfort for them, and to have somebody there that loves them, I think is huge.
So if Josh was a legislator, what would you tell the legislator about, I mean, something that you would need as a family
The biggest thing I think is more information, readily available information. Bottom line, more money. I mean, everything you do to take care of this person costs money, and the funds aren't always there. More information, readily available information. People that check on caregivers and see, moment to moment your needs change. And there should be, I have a great county caseworker, Cynthia. She's a great gal. She checks on us twice a year. But you just need more of everything.